जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय जशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन जशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजन जमुना तीर वनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे जय कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम कृष्ण बलराम जय वृंदावन धाम। जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय। जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 प्रभुपाद। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल। परिणाम संकीर्तन की राधा श्याम सुंदर ललिता विशाखा देवी की कृष्ण बलराम की पतित पावन गौर निताय की शिला प्रभुपाद की अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की गौर प्रेमानंदे। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षु उन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति सपदान्तिकं। वन्दे अहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सवधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदं सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च। नमो ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। गुरोवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। हरिः ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीरन् करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतम् अस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृतं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं तत जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी मुखम करते वाचलम पुंगम लंकयते गिरिम यत्कृपातमं वन्दे श्री गुरु दीनतारिणं परमानंद माधवम श्री चैतन्येश्वरम. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Those devotees staying here hearing this Bhagavad Gita class and those devotees hearing from online, I am begging all of your blessing. Please kindly give your blessing. So by all of your blessing, I will be able to speak something about particularly this verse. And today we will discuss from Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, verse number 58. And this is very confidential verse. So this chapter name is Contents of the Gita Summarized. Also it is called Shankha Joka. Here Lord Krishna gives Arjuna the knowledge of the soul, Atma Gyan or Shankha philosophy, Shankha Gyan, and says that doing one's prescribed work gives happiness either in victory or defeat. Shakarma. This is called Shakam Karma. So now we will recite this verse. So after me, kindly all of you repeat. Jada sangharate chayam karma angani vasarvasaha indriyani indriyathebhas tasya pragga pratisthita yada sangharate chayam karma angani vasarvasaha indriyani indriyathebhas tasya pragga pratisthitaha yada sangharate chayam karma angani vasarvasaha indriyani indriyathebhas tasya pragga pratisthita. Please repeat. Yada sangharate chayam karma angani vasarvasaha indriyani indriyathebhas tasya pragga pratisthita. Yada samharate chayam kurma angani vasarvasaha indriyani indriyathebhas tasya pragna pratisthita. Yada samharate chayam kurma angani vasarvasaha indriyani indriyathebhas tasya pragga pratisthita. Matajis. Synonyms. Yada, when. Sangharate, winds up. Cha, also. Ayam, he. Kurma, tortoise. Angani, limbs. Iva, like. Sarvasaha, altogether. Indriyani, senses. Indriyathebha, from the sense objects. Tasya, his. Pragga, consciousness. Pratishtha, pratisthita, fixed. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects as the tortoise draws its limbs within the shell, is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. So I would like to request devotees, please repeat after me. One who is able to withdraw his senses from sense objects, as the tortoise draws its limbs within the shell, is firmly fixed in perfect consciousness. Purport. The test of a yogi, devotee or self-realized soul is that he is able to control the senses according to his plan. Most people, however, are servants of the senses and are thus directed by the direction of the senses. Dictation of the senses. Thank you. That is the answer to the question as to how the yogi is situated. The senses are compared to venomous serpents. They want to act very loosely and without restriction. The yogi or the devotee must be very strong to control the serpents, like a snake charmer. He never allows them to act independently. There are many injunctions in the revealed scriptures. Some of them are do nots and some of them are do's. Unless one is able to follow the do's and the do nots, restricting oneself from sense enjoyment, it is not possible to be firmly fixed in Krishna consciousness. The best example set herein is the tortoise. The tortoise can at any moment wind up its senses and exhibit them again at any time for particular purposes. Similarly, the senses of the Krishna conscious persons are used only for some particular purpose in the service of the Lord and are withdrawn otherwise. Arjuna is being taught here to use his senses for the service of the Lord, instead of for his own satisfaction. Keeping the senses always in the service of the Lord is the example set by the analogy of the tortoise who keeps the senses within. Hare Krishna. So, this verse particularly teaching us how to control the senses. Our senses are like a serpents. So, this is very nice example Lord Krishna has given through the tortoise analogy. So, Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, point 58 and 63. So, it is showing us how to withdraw senses like a tortoise. This is called Sthita Pragya person who can control his senses. So, without controlling senses, no one can progress in devotional path. So, here Lord Krishna advises Arjuna to control his senses by following the regulative principles. So, by so doing, he will attain the mercy of the Lord and be happy. So, Srila Prabhupada used to say, chant and be happy. How to chant and be happy? By following the four regulative principles. And chant 16 round. Come to temple, associated devotees. Then slowly we will be able to control our senses. Otherwise it is not possible. So this second chapter is a summary of the whole Bhagavad Gita. In this chapter, Karma Yoga, Gyan Yoga have been clearly described. And a glimpse of Bhakti Yoga has also been given. So, without mind control, sense control, it is not possible to develop our Krishna consciousness. So, we are performing Bhakti Yoga, devotional activities. Yoga. Yoga means how to control the senses. This is called yoga process. Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha. Mind control, sense control, and Titiksha means tolerance. One has to understand what does it mean tolerance. So many people say, Prabhu, tolerate. What does it mean tolerate? So this is called material world. In this material world, wherever we go, we can get peace and happiness. Everywhere is misery and distress. Prabhu, tolerate. Please tolerate. What does it mean, tolerate? One has to understand what is tolerate. Tolerate means patiently enduring unhappiness. This is called tolerate. Brahmachari life, Grihastha life, Banapasa life, Sannyasi life. One has to follow this regulative principle. If you do not follow, then we are in misery, in distress. That's why Lord Krishna has given Arjuna. Through Arjuna, he is giving knowledge to us. You have to follow this injunction if you want to become happy in this material world. Otherwise, you never become happy. This is the analogy given by tortoise. How tortoise controls his senses, his all limbs. When he needs, he can open. When he needs, he keep it inside. Similarly, devotee should be like this. We come temple, we take darshan Lord, Gaur Nitai, Krishna Balaram, Radha Shyam Sundar, Lalita Vishaka Devi, Srila Prabhupada. No need to prajalpa with any people. Prabhu, look, these people did like this. Prabhu, look, these people did like that. No, that is aparat, offense. No need to talk with any people. Just come, take darshan. Just if you see some devotee, tell Prabhu Hare Krishna. That's it. But we are busy for prajalpa, gossiping. How we can develop in our Krishna consciousness? That's why this analysis is very important for every devotee. Bhakti Yoga. Bhakti Yoga means control mind and senses. So here purport mentioned the test of a yogi, devotee or self-realized soul is that he is able to control the senses according to his plan. So devotee, according to his plan, he uses his senses. We should use our senses. So in this material world, most people, they are servants of the senses. And thus directed by the dictation of the senses. That is the answer of the question as to how the yogi is situated. So Krishna consciousness devotee, bhakti yogis, they are not like mundane people, materialistic people, those who are not Krishna consciousness. They are from morning to evening, they are working so hard. For what purpose? For sense gratification purpose. Literal sense gratification. Again, next morning, early in the morning, wake up, goes to office. Whole day working like a ass. Again, come back, evening time, 8, 9 o'clock, eating prasadam, see television. Then sense gratification. Again, morning time, wake up and goes. Same thing. Bahunam janmanam ante jnanmanam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha. So practicing this bhakti yoga, it is not very easy. Those devotees are very, very fortunate. They have done some punya in their previous life, some devotional activities by Sadhu Guru Vaishnava's mercy in this life. They come to contact with devotees. Then they practice devotional activities. Very, very rare. So we should not waste any single moment of Bertha Kalakham. Every moment should be counted by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, by performing devotional activities. We should not talk nonsense thing, we should not eat nonsense thing. Except Krishna Katha, Krishna Prasadam. So here also mentioned that the senses are compared to venomous serpents. They want to act very loosely and without restriction. The yogi or the devotee must be very strong to control their serpents, like a snake charmer. He never allows them to act independently. So it is mentioned in Chaitanya Chandramita that Kalasarpa Patali Kaivallam Narakayate Tridusha Purakasa Puspayate Durdanta Indriya Kalasarpa Patali Prathata Dangstayate Vishampurna Sukayate Vidhi Mahendra Dishcha Kitayate Yat Karunna Kataksha Vaibhava Tam Goram Avastuma. So those who are accepted this Krishna consciousness movement, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, they are able to control their senses. How? So many yogis in Vrindavan, so many sampradayas in Vrindavan, those who are not reading Vedic scriptures. Look, Guru Maharaj said, chant 16 rounds, follow 4 regulative principle. We are following 4 regulative principle and chanting 16 rounds. Is it enough, you think? What do you think? It is enough? No. Not enough. So what should we do?
Not commit offenses.
We have to read Vedic scriptures, Srila Prabhupada books. If we read Srila Prabhupada books and chant 16 rounds and follow 4 regulative principle, then we can walk on the right path. 2 things are required: reading and chanting and following regulative principles. Then we can go slowly up, not fall down. Study is very important. What Srila Prabhupada did in his entire life, he just read, write and preach, right? So what purpose we have come to ISKCON? Why we have joined to ISKCON? One has to ask this question to himself. What is the reason we came to ISKCON? Eating prasadam and sleeping? No. For purify our existence. Tapo dibbam putraga jana satta suddhit. Lord Rishabh, he has given instruction to his 100 sons how to purify his existence. Or again one want to come back again in this material world for suffering. We want to go back in this life. We want to finish our business in this life. One should not come back again in this material world for suffering. Before I was in Brahmacharya ashram, I thought that Gyasa was very happy. When I entered Gyasa ashram, then I understood what mistake I did. If someone asks, Prabhu, what mistake you did in your entire life? I will tell my entire life mistake is I entered in Gyasa ashram, Griha Andakupam. One Prabhu is sitting backside, Damodar Best Prabhu. He told me, Prabhu, why you want to get married? I remember him, 2014. Now I realize why he told me this word. I went to for checking the compatibility. Because he told me from his experience, right? One has to control his senses by practicing devotional activities in his personal life. This is the example given by tortoise analogy. Without controlling senses, it is impossible to progress in devotional path. For a devotee, the pleasure of merging into the existence of Brahman is considered hellish. Similarly, he considers promotion to the heavenly planets just another kind of phantasmagoria. The yogis meditate for what? For controlling their senses. But for a devotee who has accepted this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, the senses appear like serpents with broken teeth, because they know how to control the senses. The whole material world appears joyful for a devotee. And even great personalities like Lord Brahma and Lord Indra are considered no better than insects. Such is the position of a devotee who has received but a small glance of the mercy of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Unto this magnanimous personality, I offer my respectful obeisances. Prabodhanatha Saraswati Maharaj is offering obeisances to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If we very seriously accept Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu movement, this ISKCON movement, this is guarantee in this life we will go back home, back to Godhead, Golok Vrindavan Dham. There is no doubt. But one has to follow. For regulative principle, chant 16 round, read Prabhupada book, systematically through institute. By purchasing Bhagavad Gita, you can understand Bhagavad Gita, what is written here. But you can get some benefit. You have to read through teachers who can explain you subject matter very nicely. In one verse, there are so many things. One has to understand this meaning, what meaning here, how we can apply in our personal life, how we can apply it for preaching, how we can understand Srila Prabhupada modern mission. And Shastra Chaksha, everything is there. How we can understand? Through teachers. That's why one has to go to institute for study Srila Prabhupada books. Like Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Vedanta, Bhakti Sarvabhauma. We need so many preachers, we need so many teachers, we need brahmanas. But it should be in training process. Today I come, join, tomorrow I become Brahman. No. There should be 9 qualities. Samadhuva, Titiksha, Arjavam. First quality is sense control and mind control and Titiksha. So here Lord Krishna, he is giving instruction to Arjuna. My dear Arjuna, you should follow this principle. You should control your senses. Without control senses, how you fight in battlefield? So Arjuna is being taught here to use his senses for the service of the Lord, instead of for his own satisfaction, keeping the senses always in the service of the Lord. Is the example set by the analogy of the tortoise, who keeps the senses within. So, did you see horsemen, expert horsemen, how he controls his horses? 2-3 horse running in the road, did you see? So, like an expert horseman desiring to tame a headstrong horse, how he can control? First, let the horse have his way for a moment, and then pulling the reins. Then, when he pulling the reins, then gradually places the horse on desert path. Other is not possible. In instant, you can't control the horse. You need to give some time. Okay, tuck, 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 then come the right path. Similarly, the supreme yoga process, yoga indriya sanjamam, yoga indriya sanjamam. Bhakti yoga means how to control the indriya, senses. Yoga indriya sanjamam. So the supreme yoga process is the how control sense. So how expert horseman, he control his horse. So similarly, the supreme yoga process is that by which one carefully observes the movements and desire of the mind and gradually brings them under full control. We need to understand our mind desire, what he wants to do. Shreyasya, preyasya, manusya. Shreyas and preyas. What is shreyas and what is preyas? Preyas means immediately I want to get pleasure. And shreyas means wait, do tapasya. Ultimately you will get a benefit. Like little children, they don't want to go to school. They like to play. That is preyas. Immediate pleasure I am getting. I don't like to go to school. But he or she has to go to school for their ultimate benefit. It will create their life successful, going to school. So, we should see the shreyas. We should do the tapasya. Without tapasya, it is not possible. So, International Society for Krishna Consciousness giving this opportunity to make life successful by following regulative principles, doing tapasya. Every day, Mangala Arati, association with devotees, chanting japa with devotees, Darshan Arati, Guru Puja, Bhagavatam Sravan, Nittam Bhagavata Sevaya. Then we can engage our other activities according to our Varna. Tatir Varna Maya Srishta Guna Karma Vibhagasat. Varna and quality, Varna. Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Brahman should perform his Brahmanical activities, Kshatriya should perform his Kshatriya activities, Vaishya should perform his Vaishya activities, Shudra should perform his Shudra activities. In every ISKCON, wherever you go, these 4 class people are there, fully acute body. We are engaging them in devotional service. Then gradually they can develop. So this ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness Movement, is science or Vigyan. We are giving Vigyan to you to understand your existence. So science or Vigyan indicates realized knowledge of one's original spiritual form. You are not this body. What you are? Spiritual soul. You are not this body. You are a spiritual soul, part and parcel of Lord Krishna. This is called science. So one should understand that unless the senses are controlled, there is no chance of elevation of the path of devotion. platform of knowledge. And without knowledge and devotion, there is no chance of liberation. Knowledge is required. That's why we should study Prabhupada books. So we are very busy for distributing book, but we are not reading book. We should not become a professional book seller. If we read Prabhupada book, then we will be able to convince others to read Prabhupada book. Right? If we do not read Prabhupada book, how we can convince others what is inside this book? Right? One has to read Prabhupada book. Then very easily we can preach, we can distribute Prabhupada book, and people will accept it very easily. And they will come to temple and associate devotee, and slowly he will make his life successful. Right? We should not increase book distribution. No, we should read and preach. So, some people here see so many sampradaya around this Vrindavan. Some people who are inclined to hear about the soul may be attending lectures in good association. But sometimes, owing to ignorance, they are misguided by acceptance of the super soul and the atomic soul as one without distinction of magnitude. The divided devotee, those who want to understand the reality and difference body and soul, misguided. Due to what? Lack of knowledge. It is very difficult to find a man who perfectly understands the position of the super soul, the atomic soul, their respective functions and relationships, and all other major and minor details. And it is still more difficult to find a man who has actually derived full benefit from knowledge of the soul, and who is able to describe the position of the soul in different aspects. But if somehow or other one is able to understand the subject matter of the soul, then one's life is successful. And ISKCON teaching this method. You are not body, you are soul, part and parcel of Lord Krishna. So, the easiest process for understanding the subject matter of the self is to accept the statements of the Bhagavad Gita spoken by the greatest authority, Lord Krishna, without being divided by other theories. So, but it is also requires a great deal of penance and sacrifice, either in this life or in the previous ones, before one is able to accept Krishna as the Supreme Person of Godhead. Krishna can be known as such by the causeless mercy of the pure devotee and by no other way, only by the mercy of the devotees. One no can directly approach Lord Krishna. If you directly approach Krishna, there is chance to refuse. If you go through his devotee, there is 100% guarantee become successful. Krishna Bhakta Paradhin, Bhakta Adhin. One has to go through his devotee, through the disciplic succession. Abham parampara praptam imam rajasya vidu. One has to follow the parampara. So, we are performing Krishna consciousness activities. Service in Krishna consciousness is the best practice under the able guidance of a spiritual master, Gurudev, who is a bona fide representative of Lord Krishna, who knows the nature of the students and who can guide him to act in Krishna consciousness. Only Guru knows. Teacher knows his students. Guru knows his disciple. As such, to be well versed in Krishna consciousness, one has to act firmly and obey the representative of Krishna. And one should accept the instruction of the bona fide spiritual master as one's mission in life. What Guru Maharaj says, that is Krishna's word, he is speaking. What sadhu says from Shastra. What Guru says from Sadhu and Shastra. Right? Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, Vakko, tinite koriya ikko, arna koriya mone asha. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, these three things. We are associating with sadhus, devotees of the Lord. We are getting instruction from sadhu. Sadhu from her is giving instruction. He is giving instruction from Shastra. We are listening instruction from Guru Maharaj. From her is giving this instruction. He is giving from Sadhu and Shastra. Right? What is the difficulty? Just we follow these three things. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru, Vakko, Chittita, Koriya, Ikko, Arna, Koriya, Mone, Asa. Don't think other thing. Just Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. That's these three things, three principles. The whole process depends on perfect knowledge of the soul beyond the conception of the body, not theoretically but practically. We are hearing, this is theoretical knowledge. You are hearing from here theoretical knowledge. You apply in practical life, then you become successful. One who has properly understood the process of becoming firmly fixed in theoretically and realized knowledge as described by Lord Krishna in this scripture, Vedic scripture, does not indulge in material criticism or praise. How? Like the sun. He wanders freely throughout this world. He is affected? No. Theoretical and realized knowledge. You never fall down from your devotion, from your position. Like controlling the sensor like a tortoise. Like an expert horseman. His control is a headstrong horse. And bring him on desert path. Like this we should apply our mind, our senses. We should try to understand what my mind wants. My mind wants to chatting with friends before going to sleep. Seeing YouTube. 10 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, but 2 o'clock. Morning time, Mangalarati in sleeping. Mind says, I want to chat, I want to see. But intelligence says, no, don't do this. If you do this, you can sleep proper time. Keep it in drawer. Read Prabhupada book, Krishna book. Read some Leela and go to sleep. Then you can say Krishna Leela in dream. Wake up proper time. So how we can understand we are in mood of goodness? So before going to sleep, we put alarm in phone, right? So 3 o'clock I have to wake up, right? So how many of you without alarm wake up? Raise your hand. Without alarm. Very good. So how many of you when phone ringing you wake up? Good. How many of you when phone ringing not wake up? Deep sleep. Those devotees wake up without ring, they are in the mood of goodness. Their mind is set up. I have to wake up. Because you practice everything regularly. Abhas yoga kuntayo. Abhas. So it become a habituated, right? Without alarm, you wake up 2:30 to 3 o'clock. And someone sleeping deep dream. Very nice dream. Walking in the park, in the river bank. Not wake up. Ringing, no wake up. Sometime after 5 minutes, wake up. Oh, I have to go to Mangalarati. Then go to shower. Then take. Those who see dream, he is in the mood of passion. Those who are ringing, not wake up, deep sleep, no understand what happening around him, he is in the mood of ignorance. Huh? 3 mood of the nature. Sattva, Raja, Tama. Mood of goodness, mood of passion, and mood of ignorance. One has to come out above these 3 mood of nature. Suddha Satta. Above these 3. So Krishna's another name is Nirgun. He is Nirgun. He is not affected by gun. Devotee has to become Nirguna. Above these 3 mode of nature. How is it possible? By practicing these devotional activities. Easy process. Then we become Suddha Satta. These 3 mode of nature never can affect the devotee. They are out of these 3 mode of nature. So we have to seriously and sincerely accept this Krishna consciousness movement if we want to make our life successful. So this is explained in Bhagavad Gita 11.33, where the Lord tells Arjuna, Nimitta matram bhavva sapasachin. Hey Arjuna, you just become an instrument. I already killed them in battlefield, but I want to give you credit. Lord wants to give credit to his devotees, those who are surrendered to him. Oh Arjuna, merely be an instrument in the fight. Lord Krishna had the competence to win the battle of Kurukshetra, but nonetheless, he induced his devotees, Arjuna, to fight and become the cause of victory. Right? Similarly, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was quite competent enough to spread his name and mission all over the world. But still, he depends upon his devotee to do this work. Yes? He has sent Haridas Nityananda Prabhu for spreading this Krishna consciousness. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada and his disciples, they are roaming around the world and spreading this Krishna consciousness movement. They are Atmarata. One has to understand one's constitutional position, his relationship with the Lord Krishna. When one understands his relationship with Lord Krishna, then it should be understood that he is situated in his constitutional position. Atmavan. I am part and parcel of Lord Krishna. So, considering all these points, the most important aspect of the Supreme Lord self-sufficiency is that he depends on his devotees. Lord always depends on his devotees, like Mother Jashoda, right? And Braja Gopis. So many incidents took place in Vrindavan. We need to learn from this Bhagavad Katha. What does it mean Bhagavad Katha? We are hearing Bhagavad Katha. For what purpose? In Hindi there is one word, Bhagavad Katha चित्त मनोरंजन करने के लिए नहीं, भागवत कथा चित्त को परिवर्तन करने के लिए. Bhagavad Katha not for giving satisfaction to the mind. Bhagavad Katha means for purifying our existence, purifying our heart. That is called Bhagavad Katha. So, Lord wants to give credit to his devotees. This is called his causeless mercy upon his devotees. So, the devotee who has perceived this causeless mercy of the Supreme Person of Godhead by realization can understand the master and the servant relationship. We should use our intelligence. Tapasya brahmacharjano sameno damano bha. Tapasya begin with brahmacharya, celibacy. Although I am in Grihastha ashram, but I can tell I follow the celibacy. I can tell I am brahmachari, I am Grihastha brahmachari. Without brahmacharya, without celibacy, no one can utter the word of Vedic scriptures. If we follow celibacy, then our brain will be fertile, memory will be very sharp, bodily strength will be very solid. This thing should be in student life, practice. This education given in material institute? No. This education you can get in only ISKCON. You are giving this education, how to control senses, how to observe the celibacy to make life successful. If you do not follow celibacy, what will happen? Very quickly become old, leg pain, back pain, eyes power lose, and face become not sharp, very old quickly. These are the symptoms of those who are not following the celibacy. If you follow celibacy, sunshine, effulgence will come out from face, from eyes. One can understand he is a knowledgeable person. He is following the celibacy. By seeing you can understand. Those who are realized soul, those who are experienced person, they can understand. If anyone want to get good progeny, he has to follow celibacy. At least 1 year, 2 years. Then Krishna devotee will come out. Krishna devotee children. We need lot of Krishna devotee children for spreading Krishna consciousness movement all over the world. We need Brahman, we need Kshatriya. But training process. We should use our senses for Krishna service. Kam Krishna Karparpane, Krodh Bhakta Deshi Jane. Kam we can use for Krishna service. For create Krishna consciousness devotee children. And Krodh, those who are like demonic mentality people giving harm to the devotee, for fight with them. Our weapon is knowledge. Without knowledge we cannot fight with people. That's why knowledge is required. One has to read Prabhupada book with fully equipped body. Because devotees are roaming here and there. Why? Because they are disturbed, they are not reading, they are not associating with good devotees. One has to associate good devotees, qualityful devotees. So many devotees are roaming, but one has to find out the good quality devotee who can push you go up in devotional path. Srila Prabhupada, he has given his entire life to make us happy in Krishna consciousness society. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre koi, Labo Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Siddhi hoy. Sadhu Sangha is important. All Vedic scripture says one should associate with sadhu to make their lives successful. Isn't it? Sadhu Sangha. Harinam Sankirtan. This is very easy process. Harinam Sankirtan, Sadhu Sangha. Congregational chanting and hearing. We should install deity, Gaur Nitai, Krishna Balaram, Radhasham Sundar, and follow for regulative principle, chanting 16 round, observe all temple program, associate devotees. Then our life becomes successful. Srila Prabhupada has given us very nice this Krishna consciousness movement to make our life successful. We have to accept it very seriously. That's it. Hare Krishna. Any question or comment regarding on this topic? Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you for a nice class. You mentioned that you made a mistake when you got married.
Yes.
Why was that?
Because in the brahmachari life there was no any headache, any tension. Because my authority has given me some seva. I am doing this seva time to time, chanting and sleeping and attending Mangalarati. After getting married, lot of responsibility came to me. I have to take care of my wife, I have to take care of my children, room rent, this, that, so many things, lot of headache, lot of tension. So one engine, before I was on only one engine, wherever I like I can go. After getting married, one compartment my backside. After 1 year, children, two compartment. Then I am pulling them. Without them, I can go here and there. Right? So this is big responsibility to take care of them, to give them right direction in devotional path.
That made you strong.
Yes, it made me strong.
So it was good.
This is good. So before I was free. So when I attend Prabhupada Best Puja, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada Best Puja, with 2 hands I offer flower to Srila Prabhupada and Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. When I came with my daughter on my shoulder, 1 hand I hold my daughter and 1 hand I am offering flower. You got the point, Prabhu?
Yeah, but you see, you contributed 2 good Vaishnavas to the world. So,
So those who are brahmachari,
you will offer flowers, then your children will offer flowers.
Yeah, this is
So
good.
it is 8.
This is good. We came to Grihastha ashram, we have to follow this ashram. But when I was in brahmachari ashram, I was free. Right?
That is sense gratification.
No. Those who are in brahmacharya ashram, those who are Gnostic brahmachari, it is not sense gratification. He is serving for his spiritual master. How you can say it is sense gratification?
So, Grihasthashram also is serving Mahaprabhu's, all of Mahaprabhu's, most of Mahaprabhu's associates were all
Yes,
Grihastha.
Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's associate was all of them Grihastha. This is okay, good. We have to follow them. We have to follow Shastric injunction. Now I am following Shastric injunction. I am studying Prabhupada books. I am also teaching. I am also following temple program, associating with devotees. So it makes me more strong. You are correct. This is good. But when I was in Brahmacharya ashram, that time I had no any headache, any responsibilities. I just have to follow my authorities' order. That's it. I was serving my spiritual master. No tension.
But even now, when there are problems, you go to your spiritual master.
No, now I have no any problem. We are very happy. But now I understand I have big responsibility to take them, give them Krishna consciousness. If I am not qualified to give Krishna consciousness, to deliver them from this repeated birth and death, I should not get married. I should not become a father. I should not become a mother. I should not become a worshipper of demigods. I should not become a spiritual master. First, I have to be qualified to deliver them from this repeated birth and death. Then I can accept my wife. Isn't it?
Yeah, you were qualified, so you married.
Still, I am not qualified, Prabhu. I am not qualified. I am trying to become a qualified.
Yeah.
I need devotee's mercy. I need Guru Maharaj's mercy. I need Vaishnava's mercy. That's why we are in training process. Okay. Is it okay, Prabhu?
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. श्रीमद् भगवद गीता की,
Jai.
शिला प्रभुपाद की, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्तवृंद की